Thanks very much.
Last one.
11월 30일 오전 10시 15분부터 오클랜드 시티의 럼니 센터 20층에서는 Ethnic Affairs와 The New Zealand Institute of Management 간의 MOU 체결이 있었습니다. 그 현장을 영상에 담았습니다.
Organisations are committed to building and bringing ethnic communities together with mainstream business to build a successful and diverse future. In the New Zealand National League government, she's ranked 5th in the cabinet and is New Zealand's highest ranked woman in parliament. Please welcome her.
To hear just how excited NZIM are about this, and I acknowledge the work of Kevin Gaunt and the rest of the NZIM staff who are here today, and
From Ethnic Affairs, I am really excited to be here today for the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding with the New Zealand Institute of Management. This is an opportunity for all New Zealanders, no matter which ethnicity, to actually work together to try and build diversity in our workplace, to take advantage of our place in the world, to take advantage of the opportunities that ethnic diversity brings, and to help grow New Zealand. So I think it's an incredibly positive day. It's the first time we've had anything like this sort of cooperation between the Office of Ethnic Affairs and the New Zealand Institute of Management, and it shows that we are maturing as a country and we're taking advantage of our many advantages.
Well, it's pretty hard.
I'm extremely pleased to be involved in this signing ceremony today, working with NZIM and the Office of Ethnic Affairs. This partnership is going to help both organisations be greater than they are individually, and the impact of this will be to help the New Zealand economy very much by helping people from other countries learn and work within our country. So I'm extremely pleased to be here.
Office of Ethnic Affairs is very pleased to have signed this MOU with NZIM today. Really positive for us. NZIM is a respected, established provider of management and leadership training, and working together, Ethnic Affairs will be able to bring a new understanding of the importance of ethnic diversity and how to work with diverse workforces into NZIM. I think it's a great opportunity for both organisations.
코이 TV 노영래입니다.
멜라민이 없는 방목되어진 소에서 채취한 100% 뉴질랜드 초유. 하이웰 초유는 엄마의 마음을 담았습니다. 하이웰. 헬스앤젯은 뉴질랜드 현지 약국들과 건강식품점들에서 판매되는 약 2천여 가지의 상품들이 구비되어진 초대형 건강식품 할인 매장입니다. 언제나 고객님들께 믿음과 건강을 약속드리겠습니다. 헬스앤젯.
They could all learn from some of the work that Ethnic Affairs does. As we know, the business environment in New Zealand and everywhere else pretty much in the world is much tougher than it has been. But we're very well placed in New Zealand because, in fact, of our ethnic diversity, but also because we are placed in Asia, the Asian Pacific region. And I think that that has become and is going to continue to be a major advantage for us in New Zealand, as it is for our Australian neighbours. Having said that, I am very aware of the many people who come to New Zealand who are in fact part of ethnic minorities, who feel that their opportunities in employment and business are in fact not encouraged by some of the attitudes they see in the workplace. But I also know many New Zealand-based employers and businesses who feel that they're not sure how to engage, what they should be doing, and at the same time they're seeing this great resource we've got in New Zealand with the many ethnic peoples who are here now, to say how can we get these people so that we can get a benefit obviously for our business but also for our country. So we're just not quite making the most of it. When I became the Minister of Ethnic Affairs, I specifically charged the Office of Ethnic Affairs to look at how we could do more of this, how we could in fact open up the ethnic-based businesses into the more mainstream New Zealand businesses, and at the same time open mainstream businesses into the opportunities available with partnering with some of the newer ethnic businesses. And earlier this year we had a very successful conference, the EPIC conference, which is Ethnic People in Commerce, where Ethnic Affairs working with partner agencies, but also with the private sector funders and sponsors, and that's one of the things we do in Ethnic Affairs is we bring in private sponsors because we don't have a lot of money, and we are very into commerce and Ethnic Affairs, and we brought people together, and that has already been successful. So we've got a website set up to encourage people who are wanting to export a particular product somewhere to look at any particular businesses based in New Zealand who may well have the contacts, the distribution ability, or whatever that they can make available in joint ventures or whatever arrangements. So we're trying to open it up, and this is part of it. So the New Zealand Institute of Management, I'm very pleased with the way in which you have taken up this opportunity that the Office of Ethnic Affairs has given you. I think it's the sort of thing that your members will say is a good thing, helps them, helps international students and people coming into New Zealand, helps New Zealand businesses, helps us all, helps the country. Got to be a good thing. So congratulations to both the Office of Ethnic Affairs and to NZIM. I think it's a fantastic day, and I'm looking forward to watching you sign it.
Collins, members of OEA staff, members of NZIM staff, and distinguished guests. It gives me enormous pleasure and excitement, as the Minister said, to be able to be here today with you and to do the signing. NZIM is a founding member of the Asian Association of Management Associations, which is a council of 18 countries, ranging from India right through to Australia and New Zealand. And we meet regularly, very regularly, and I must say I've been involved with that for about 4 years, and that has totally changed my perception of the world I live in. And as the Minister said, we actually live in a very different geographic location to the one that maybe people traditionally think we live in. That has huge impact on New Zealand. Secondly, the centre of gravity of the world economy, if you look about 10 years ago, would have been somewhere between the US and Europe, somewhere. If you look at it in 2015, it's very likely to be somewhere between India and China, and it'll be doing that. Again, as the Minister said, that places New Zealand in a very, very good position for the future. It's a very good place to be, as long as we understand where we are. That's the key thing. And managers in New Zealand, people who are running organisations, yep, they are beginning to get a good grip on it. But if you travel through the country, you go to Auckland, you see very wide ethnicity in Auckland, and you see the reaction to that sometimes. If you go down, I won't even say where, but if you just travel through the country, you see that lessening, and you see changes, and in fact the whole country has been impacted by this change, and will be impacted hugely in the future. So it's in all our benefit to go with the flow and to leverage that opportunity. So just to sum up, I'd like also to mention that the relationship with the Office of Ethnic Affairs, I'd just like to mention the chemistry of it, because I think we all feel it. The chemistry is so right. It's been such a great relationship to work. We just sort of talk to each other, and somehow it just seems to start happening. So let's just keep going. I mean, it's fantastic. So thank you very much for this opportunity to talk, and I'm really looking forward to doing this signing. Thank you.
Enthusiasm. Ethnic Affairs is an enthusiastic group of people, full stop, but very enthusiastic about this opportunity with NZIM as well. So I'd like to thank NZIM for their open-mindedness and their engagement and enthusiasm for working with us. Also, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank the Minister, Honourable Judith Collins, for her leadership in the portfolio and support for the work of OEA. We really feel it makes a difference to what we can get done. So thank you for that. You've already got a flavour from the Minister and from Kevin about the work of OEA and what's happening in our country in terms of changes. I thought I'd just recite a couple of statistics, which is that 25% of New Zealand's workforce are migrants, that in Auckland, a third of the workforce are migrants, and there's a trend around that data, which is that 60% of the workforce growth comes from people born overseas. And so our workforce is changing, and that's a trend that's going to continue. And some employers and some organisations will see that as a challenge. Obviously, Fair sees it as an opportunity. And we think organisations need to be deliberate, strategic, and thinking actively about that. We've been working with organisations on that. What really excites us about working with NZIM is that we're a small organisation, and NZIM brings its own intellectual capacity, its nous, and its delivery networks to our work there. I think it's a great example of strategic partnership, the sort of thing that the government's been asking the government departments to do, think differently about how it gets its work done and work with other agencies. So from our perspective, we think it's a fantastic opportunity to help New Zealand better in thinking about ethnic diversity and opportunity that exists in it more directly into their workforce. And I'm looking forward to signing as well, so thank you very much.